Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. Now in today's video we're looking at the Stormfront R-15. Now this thing is absolutely magnificent to look at, isn't it? It's small, yet it has such a large amount of detail on it. It just caught my eye on the workshop and I thought I must do a video on it. Now on the outside we have a lot of detail, although not a lot of it is actually used for any form or purpose other than aesthetic. So we got some atmospheric thrusters on here, which are the only thrusters found on this ship, so you cannot use this in space unless of course you modify it. We have missile launchers, we have Gatling guns, we have even more missile launchers underneath here in case you wanted to, I don't know, blow up a base maybe. We have little landing gear, but it's not the traditional landing gear. These are little wheels on pistons that will fold up inside the ship when you take off. It's a nice take on the landing gear because the landing gear in the game by default is very big and bulky and can ruin the actual design of a ship very, very quickly. So as we come up to the cockpit, we have yet another machine gun, and of course we have some little screens around the cockpit which will tell us everything we need to know about our ship, our speed, our altitude, and all of that. So without further ado, let's actually hop into this ship. Luckily my character was already in there and we can now go and get started. So number one is a Gatling gun. Of course we fire them all at the same time. It's absolutely lovely. Very nice positions. Whoopsie doodle, the ship's actually moving. Let me just, actually shouldn't even be moving at all. That's kind of scary. Number two is the reloadable rocket launcher, which fires from below the ship. Number three is our rocket launchers, which fire on a nice pattern out the top of the ship. We have an antenna, we've got battery, we've got a parachute if we need it. And of course, I'll need to take off here by pressing number 9 to activate the thrusters. Very slow going up, but now if I come and activate my free camera, I can now press number 7 and the wheels will now hop in. As you can see there, the ship itself is slightly too heavy for the actual thrusters on it, so it will slowly drop to the ground. You'll need to be aware of this if you're trying to park it somewhere, as it will eventually drop and crash to the ground. So here we go. We're going to lift off here. I'm pressing down space as hard as I can, and this is the speed we're getting. It is very slow. This is a bomber, but still it is very, very slow, and we're basically going to be a sitting duck if there are other ships around us. So as for actual flight speeds, as you can see there, we still need to hold down space or we will slowly fall down. Stopping speed is terrible. Acceleration is not that great. So you really need to plan what you're doing with this ship. Now I'm going to go into the first person view and activate the Gatling gun, and we're going to destroy the lawnmower. There we go. We're taking some nice hits on it. Going to activate number 2, blow it up. Activate number 3, launch them off. And now we'll go to a drive away. There we go. So we did a nice amount of damage on the lawnmower tank. As we can see, we're going to come around again and hit it some more. There we go. Now we're going to fly away as best we can. We are losing altitude very quickly. That's one of the problems I did notice while testing this out, is you have to be so careful and you have to stay very far away from the ground if you are coming in for a bombing run. But let's activate this. And should we go after one of the bases? So I'm going to fly towards this ore handling facility over in the distance, and we'll do a little drive-by on an active base. So here we are, we're coming into range now. I'm going to start using machine guns to try and hit it. I believe I did get a little hit noise, so we must be doing something to it. I'm going to press spacebar now because we want to go over the top of it, switching to missiles, launching the missiles at it, and we're going to try and fly directly over it. We have taken a lot of hits there. There we go. Oh, I think one of our thrusters have gone. Are we going down? We might be going down very, very quickly. So I'm now going to activate number 6, which should deploy the parachutes. And now we can very carefully float to the ground. I'm going to deactivate the actual thrusters themselves, and this should hopefully save us. So anyway, it'll be in the description below if you want to try it yourself, and I'll be back with another Space Engineers video some point soon. Bye bye.